To start with the vehicles, at first we have to create a short path leading to the vehicle. Then we have to mark the point closest to the vehicle with the enter vehicle. And we also have to add a vehicle to this path. In this case it's a tank in the US team. It's the first one. After we connected this path to the spawn path, this vehicle is ready for usage. Just like before, we now record a trace using the vehicle itself. This path has to be marked for vehicle usage. Therefore we select the vehicle path type and choose land, since it's a land path. We also need the objectives like before. This is the path that connects the base to the first capture point. Now we can record another trace with the vehicle. For most of the maps it's enough to just create one big loop that can be used for all vehicles to loop around. But of course you can also create several different paths for different situations on the map. We now have to mark this path again with the vehicle path type, again land, and the objectives that are connected to this path. In this case we can just use all objectives, so no matter what objective is assigned to the bot, he will use this connecting path. We don't need to do anything else. That would be enough for the bots to use the vehicles on this map. In this case there are a few nodes that just don't look that good. If we want, we can just mark them all and remove them by pressing the button 1 on the number pad. After saving everything again, we are now ready to test our vehicle paths. To make a bot spawn directly in a vehicle, we just create a very short path directly at the vehicle. Like before, we now have to label this path with the enter command and add a vehicle. And now the special thing is to set the vehicle spawn path. Also, like before, we just record one path away from the base. And a second one just looping around the map. As soon as a chopper starts to attack another chopper or a vehicle or whatever, he will move freely towards this target and is not forced to stay on this path at all. Since it's very hard to find the recorded traces in mid-air with the default settings, you can just modify the line range in the settings. For example, increase it to 100 meters, the node range, and the lines to 75 meters. Now it's easy to see and follow the traces, to label and link them. Just like before on land, we connect these two paths and set the path type for the vehicle, this time to air. And after that we add the objectives. You can see I just added the path type to both paths at the same time by selecting one node of each path. The mod I'm using to fly around is the mod VU NoClip. Without this mod it wouldn't be possible to modify and record air traces. So now we are ready to test our new traces. As you can see, one bot already spawned directly into this chopper. After the wait time for some passengers, he is now ready for takeoff and using our new traces. And that's how we record paths for vehicles.